When I say math PhD, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Well, get ready because we're about to flip that idea on its head. Today, we're looking at how this one degree has gone from a purely academic thing to a serious launchpad for real-world innovation.
So let me ask you directly, seriously, what's the first thing you think of? Is it something kind of like this? A world of lecture halls, chalk dust, and just endless abstract formulas? If that's what you thought, hey, you're not alone. That's the classic picture, right? But the reality today, it's a whole different story. So that whole idea of the lonely academic in an ivory tower, yeah, let's just go ahead and toss that out the window. Because today, a math PhD is making a huge impact on the real world. I mean, check this out. The new reality is that this degree isn't just for academia anymore. It's more like a gateway, a key that unlocks doors in some of the most exciting and important parts of our economy, everything from high tech to high finance. So what's the secret sauce here? It's not about the diploma you hang on the wall. Nope. The real power is in the skills you build, this incredible universal toolkit for innovation that can be used to solve pretty much any problem you throw at it. And the absolute crown jewel of that toolkit, it's something called mathematical thinking. Now, this is not just about crunching numbers. It's a way of thinking, a framework for breaking down a super complex problem using pure logic and data. And let me tell you, this is exactly what the world's top companies are desperate for right now. Okay, let's break that down a bit. This way of thinking lets you do three really incredible things. First, you can create totally new theories from scratch. Then, you can prove those theories with logic that is just unshakable, irrefutable. And finally, and this is the cool part, you can build models that actually predict what's going to happen in the real world. And just think about how critical that toolkit is right now. I mean, the biggest tech revolutions of our time, we're talking artificial intelligence, machine learning, even quantum computing. They are all powered by this engine of advanced mathematical thinking. All right, so we've got the theory down. Now, let's solve the career equation. Where does this amazing toolkit actually take you in the real world? Well, it turns out the career paths branch out into three main directions. You've got the super fast-paced world of the tech industry and finance. Then are these really critical roles in the government, shaping national security and research. And of course, there's the traditional path, academia, where you're pushing the absolute frontiers of human knowledge. And just to give you an idea of the stakes, in finance, you could be a quant, right? The person designing these unbelievably complex algorithms that manage millions of dollars. Or on the flip side, in cybersecurity, you could be a cryptographer, the person literally building the mathematical shields that protect our entire digital world from threats. The range is just, wow. And what about big tech? I mean, they couldn't survive without math PhDs. As a data scientist, you're like a detective, finding priceless patterns hidden in these massive oceans of data. Or as a machine learning engineer, you're the one actually building the core algorithms that power giants like Google and Meta. It's fundamental stuff. And look, it's not just about making money in the private sector. The impact in public service is just as profound. We're talking about everything from national security and space exploration all the way to creating the advanced models that predict our weather or drive critical public health research. It's work that affects everyone. Okay, so we've seen just how powerful this degree can be, but that brings us to the single most important question of all, right? Is this path the right one for you? Well, the answer is actually pretty clear-cut. If you're the kind of person who genuinely loves abstract thinking, if you find real joy in just sitting and wrestling with a super hard problem for hours on end, and if you want a career where your brain power is the most valuable thing you have, then yeah, this is an incredible choice. But on the other hand, if your main goal is to get a job as fast as possible or to make a huge salary from day one, you might want to look at some other options. All right, let's wrap this all up with one final big idea to think about. When you really boil it all down, it comes to this. A math PhD gives you this really unique combination. It opens doors to careers that are going to challenge you intellectually every single day, but it also gives you the tools to make a real, deep, societal impact. And that leaves us with one final thought. Our world is becoming more and more reliant on mathematics every single day. So in this new world, which great problem, which incredible challenge is going to be the one that gets solved by you?